All right, everyone, to color our figure drawings, we are going to use oil pastels and something called liquid watercolor paint. So I colored a few of here already. I'm gonna just color the last one here to show you. You can grab any colors of oil pastels. I tried to switch up my colors for each of the people. I'm gonna use yellow to color in this last one. And you're just gonna color all the body parts, all connected together, kind of like the style of Keith Haring, where he has those people in movement, bright colors, not a lot of details. All right, now you're gonna use liquid watercolor paint to paint the background. And we talked about warm and cool colors, how it's good to put a warm color with a cool color so that they stand out against each other and not a cool color up against a cool color or a warm color up against a warm color. So you're gonna use your liquid watercolor paints. And if you have a container that looks like this, you just need to twist the color open and then you can use that color. I'm gonna paint the background of this blue one, and I wanna choose a warm color because blue is a cool color. So I'm gonna choose this yellow orange color right here. And I'm gonna use my brush. Now I don't need to put any water in this. This is liquid watercolor paint. So it's already liquidy. You don't need to add any water to it. Now remember, we learned about how oily oil pastels and liquidy watercolor paint are great together, because if you get your watercolor paint on top of your oil pastel a little bit, it's okay. It's not gonna cover it up. They mostly like to separate from each other, the oil and the water. So I'm just gonna try and go around and fill up that white background. And it's okay if I get it a little bit on my person. All right, wash this color off, and now I'm gonna paint the background of this yellow figure. I'm gonna put my twist cap back on, and I'm gonna choose a cool color for this background because yellow is a warm color. So I think I'll choose this bluish purple color. That's a very dark, cool color. And I got a little bit of watercolor paint on my person. That's okay, because remember, it's gonna just separate. See how it's separating right there? I'm almost finished with my backgrounds. All right, I finished painting my backgrounds and coloring my people. Now what I'm gonna do to finish this, you might notice that I have some dark outlines here and some little movement lines here. So I'm gonna take a black oil pastel and add that to these two. I do wanna make sure it's pretty much dry. There's not any big puddles. So wait until the puddles are gone. And then take your oil pastel, your black one, and make sure you can see the tip of the black, and just carefully go around your person to outline them. This makes them stand out from the background even more, and it looks a lot like Keith Haring's art. He always has those really dark, bold outlines, and it almost makes the people look like simple cartoons. That's kind of the style that he liked. All right, I'll do the same thing for this one. I think it's pretty dry. I can get a paper towel and dab it if I feel like it's not dry enough. And just carefully go around the shape of the body. All right, now these little movement lines, I love to add these. Keith Haring adds these to his art as well. A lot of times you'll see these in cartoons, and they're just little lines that either curve around the body parts of the person to show that they're moving their body parts in a certain way. So I'm just gonna put them kind of around the arms and legs a little bit. And I even put some lines here, fast, straight lines, to show that he's running. I can do the same thing for this one here. All right, boys and girls, my artwork is finished. When you're done, you can either put this in your art folder if it's dry enough, or on the drawing rack. Make sure your name's on the back. Can't wait to see your art.